Lord Philippe brings his men to the Valley of Shadow and Death. The greenskins roam freely here outside of Black Crag. A sly goblin chief brings his wave of green death against the shields of the knights. Even though the Knights of Origo, led by Lord Philippe, are not at their full strength and number, they still manage to defeat the greenskin horde. Later, in a unified front, Clan Angrund brings their warriors together with the Knights of Origo to fight on the battlefield. Over 7,000 bodies clash and charge and die, all on one field. The dwarfs take heavy losses but exact a bloody vengeance on their enemies. Lord Philippe personally dives into the pools of greenskins, striking down hundreds atop his mighty hippogriff. We can see now that the greenskin menace has been put to the sword. There are very few who remain. Now we turn our eyes to the Tomb Kings once more. Now it's time to conquer more lands over to the south. We have many miscellaneous enemies who are trying to encroach on my territory. Sir John Tyreweld is moving over to the east. We have Skull Ticker orcs who want to fight. And up to the north we have beastmen also wanting to fight. How close can I move? Not very. If I can move in close to them, I could antagonize these enemies into attacking the army of Sir John Tyreweld, a grand champion of the people who naturally does not want to see his people pay or fall. What unit will I get rid of over here to fit in my paladin? Well, Caesar, I like my bowmen a lot. Many of my units here are at rank 8, which is incredible. They're very good at what they do. I think I'll get rid of one group of my polearms. Let's combine two of them. There we go. You may go home. You don't have to fight anymore. Caesar, come join him. Very good. Now Caesar has joined our army. For more research, what should we pick up today? More income from trade would be fantastic. I would love to further buff up my knights too. I have a lot of money, so maybe I could do that. All of this over here would give me more control, better amounts of income. Grail Knight and Grail Guardian units will have a ward save of 10%. So will Embedded Paladins. Yeah, these are all really good. I like the idea of getting Professional Fletchers. That's more ammo for my archers, more missile damage, and more range as well. Imagine what we could do with that. Yeah, that's right. Kill more orcs. Okay. Let's have a look right now. There's a few locations that I might be able to tax very soon. Ah, here we go. 500 smackaroonies. Not bad. I'm going to go take up that storehouse. And over here, I think what I'll do, I'll get rid of that sanctuary. Sure. I'll get rid of the pox shelter. And my duchy's warhost. We can build up a few other financial buildings over there as well. Croc 8 Peaks I'm going to give away. The Southern Badlands, can I tax? I can tax. We can keep that sanctuary. I'm going to need it for now. The Eastern Outpost is relatively under control. It could be better. They're still building up right now. For a new right, let's go pick up Call Against Invaders. I probably should have used that in the very beginning, but I always forget that I have that as a tool in my toolbox, in my repertoire. Now, we can move further, and other human factions like me more. I've been engaging in trade non-stop. We've had trade happening all over, with Eats as well. These are factions who are strange and foreign to me, but imagine what we can do with their goods. Probably a lot. Not to mention, they give me more money for trade treaties. The only faction I will not trade will be those blasted undead. Lizards from another continent do not bother me. I'm not here to kill everything. I'm currently gaining over 5,000 in trade income. That's really powerful. And we still have a few other buildings to build before we end our turn. And we're about to get into a battle. It won't take much longer. Let's go and have a look around here. Adelaide Mountains, you need a few upgrades. Here's a coaching inn. For Death Pass, we can take up a storehouse. Very, very good. I'm going to get rid of my duchy's warhost right over here too. We don't really need that anymore, do we? No, we don't. I might keep it. Yeah, I think I'll keep it. Land of Assassins, you need your better wolves. I don't really want to drop my chivalry, but it's only 20. I don't really need that much control, but seeing that little building icon is going to drive me mad. Here's an upgraded wall. And over here we can have another upgraded wall. There are going to be some control issues, so I might have to let the people have a brothel. And over here we can have a clay pit in Myrmidons for more trade goods, which means more income. Okay, so I do want to get rid of one location. That would be Black Crag. Nope, sorry. Pardon me. Karak 8 Peaks. We can give it to someone. I took a lot of money. I destroyed every building here to give it away. So I'm going to give it to the dwarves. You know, the big dwarves. Alright. Karak 8 Peaks is what I'm going to give you. Karak Azul. I mean, I could give it to them as well. That would be kind of interesting to give them a bigger location, but let's go back up. Here's the Bowman, Karak Zorn. Let's see here. Where are you at? Ah, here we go. Just general dwarfs. Gotcha. Got a lot of locations under my command. It'll take me a minute to find it. Alhai Eek. Ah, here we go. Enjoy. Now, I no longer own that location. They do. But I will be keeping Black Crag. I like that location. I might even buy up Iron Rock and Karak Dron, just to kind of have a more continuous empire. Not Karaz, I do not want. But our turn is now done. The greenskins are here. It's time for Sir John to show how far we truly have come. My other armies might not be nearly as powerful, but Sir John's army is a work of art. It's why I refuse to get rid of some units here. We've been together for a very long time. All over these accursed deserts. Though it is our home. The savage greenskins are coming our way. But it's time to take out one of their leaders early on. Without leadership, they break easily. And you'll see later on how powerful Sir John is. Another character like Lord Philippe might have a hippogriff, but no one really compares to Sir John when it comes to martial might here. But I suppose we shall see. If you look at it now, our two heroes, Don Domingo and Sir John, are flying out. It's time for them to act upon our foes, even on their own. My formation is rather simple. You've seen most of it. I just have all of my knights grouped up right now. These two are traveling together, in tandem, ready to kill more enemies for Bretonia, for the Knights of Origo. The Grand Master is getting ready. He has a target. That target will be gone very soon. Together they have charged. You can see they've done some extensive damage. More will be done. He's very lucky that he was knocked down. The only issue whenever you fly into the midst of a bunch of enemies, naturally they try to drown you. Already, that orc is nearly dead. It didn't take much. Now we're going to be in a sea of greenskins. It's time to fight for a little bit. Another show of force for Sir John and Don Domingo. We have a look over here. We're still waiting. My trebuchet will continue to hit these savage orc boar biggins, or whatever that they might have. We've got a nice overview of what's happening. We're taking minimal damage. Again, they don't really know what to do or how to react to us. That was a great shot right in the midst of their ranks, killing many of them. I do try to move out from time to time, though as you can see, that's quite difficult. It's not an easy endeavor. It's not something that you can simply do. Then I have them fight again. They nearly make it out, but they get to fight a bit more. Breaking down more enemies, destroying them, making their place known in the world. Here comes more greenskins, keeping me involved in their formation. We do have some riders heading towards my lines right now. They have no armor. They do have physical resistance, but no armor. You can see it. They're on their way. My damsel's riding out to go help out. It's time to go heal our champions. And to use a spell in the distance too to break up a few. They hit our lines. They won't be there for much longer. Let's go back over here and check out what's happening with our leadership. Right now, they're still fighting. They're instilling fear and terror into our enemies. Something unique to the Knights of Origo that only Donna Don Domingo and Sir John can do together. And again, we've come very far. It's not like we haven't grown. Sir John is finally taking flight again. Now we get to back up and go towards our own lines. My knights are moving in, taking out a few enemies that remain. There's a bit of friendly fire, but not enough to really make a huge difference, thankfully. My trebuchet continues to assault them, breaking down more of their minions as they charge forward. These savage orcs made a grim choice, a wrong choice. They would tell me, well, in my opinion, well, your opinion can be bad and it can be wrong. Just because it's your opinion doesn't make it right. Greenskins, come on now. We can see how many are on the way. They're being savaged by volleys currently. There's not too much of them left. It's falling apart. More and more archers hitting them as they flee. The mainstay of their formation is also out here as well. My knights are currently moving onto the right flank. Sir John and Donna Don Domingo will be encountering more enemies over there to my right flank. There's also my Pegasus Knights too, or as I call them, my Silver Swan Knights. Overhead, there are more volleys. Greenskins drop. They haven't decided to charge in yet. They don't even know what to do. You can see more greenskins just dropping. Here they go. They've reached the crest of that slight hill. The decline is here. The charge is happening. There's not nearly as many. That one guy leapt out and stabbed at that orc and killed him right away. That was fantastic. Look at how many are being hunted down. They're already breaking. There is an orc war boss. Those are always a threat. Those are always a worry. Let's clambering in. If we zoom out right now, we can see what's happening in the strategic overview. You see that my knights are moving in, hitting whatever is back here currently, killing more riders. If they have archers, those archers are gone too. My Pegasus Knights are way too powerful for them. Even on very hard, we can take out these guys. We've got a very powerful army with many boosted stats. Now our archers continue to take out their own. Archers are just fantastic. I like them so much more than gunners, only because you don't have to really worry about the line of sight as much, because getting proper line of sight and protecting those units can be such a pain. You can see there's more of them over here. I used an ability to try to slow down these mounted units. That way we could more easily pin them down. But not only that, they were trying to go after my trebuchet. The battle is now over. The greenskins flee. We will hunt them down. We will find all of them. None will survive. A decisive victory. Let's kill more of them. That was really a show of power, a display of force to really indicate how far we've come. In the past, that army would have given me pause. It would have been very tough to take down, but we've grown so much. We've gotten so many enhancements. We've fought countless foes. I mean, a group of savage orcs popping out of nowhere will be no true threat. They don't have a great leader to threaten me with.
My reputation.
Now, Sir John, let's go kill more greenskins. They've been wiped out. We can go after another evil faction right over here. I can't reach you, but I'm very close now. Alright, what am I going to give you now, Sir John? I could make you more powerful in combat. I could enhance our current units if I so chose to. He's already very powerful, but let's take Crusader Knight Ring 2. Now he'll hit harder. And for you, Don Domingo, we can give you more armor. It's about time. For Sophia, at level 21, let's put a point over into the Dwellers Below rank 3, just so I have it. I like to have my spells upgraded. Just a habit of mine. Galbaraz is upgrading to rank 4. Sir Caesar can put a point over into hard to hit. How much gear do you have? Not a lot. I'll give you some Vincer Blades. I'll give you a Helm of Discord. I have no talismans for you. I have a Hedge Wizard for you to use because you have a Damsel in your force. She's got a Helm of Discord as well. That's going to be good for that army. Okay, Black Crag, I think we are ready to leave you, or to move you I've already built my storehouse, have I? Oh, I'm building it now? Understood. Okay. Well, what more do I need? I need a smithy then. Can we just leave? I can just leave. Ooh. They're really not as happy. Let's go build a tap room. I'll get rid of my apothecary. And we can build a tap room. Give them a few drinks so they can calm down a little bit. And while we do that, let's get ready to attack other enemies. We need to move down here. It'll take time to patch up, but we shall do so. Alright, when it comes to money making, well, I want my smithy, for one. Then, I want, if I look at it, I want to go pick up another industry location. I mean, I like my fields, though. It's hard for me to not want to get fields. Like over here, I want my fields. Yeah. Let's upgrade that too. And I think I've gotten most of my things done. There's not too much more for me to build. I've built unique buildings where I can. There's not too many down here for me. Unfortunately, I wish there were. My storehouse. So really, I just need a smithy over here as well to increase my armor. Our armor keeps on going up. That's why we're so bulky now, right? 21 armor for my spearmen. 36 for my men-at-arms that have polearms. And my questing knights have 121. Grail knights 109. My burning heart knights have 121. And so does my wandering errantry. Those beastmen keep on trying to take what is really mine and not theirs. We're going to destroy them too. It's a minor army. They don't even have any true monsters to fight. If you don't have monsters for me to slay, go home. You shouldn't be here, kid. Yeah, okay. Now we can get ready for the big fight. I'm wanting to go after Tomb Kings, you know. At level 32, we can put a point over into Bow Seeker now. Later, I'll get my Lance and Bretonnia. Actually, I want my Lance right now. I like to be able to charge right in to do some serious damage. 93 added to my melee attack or damage or whatever is quite high. Okay. Dragonhorn Mines, what do you need? You could use some goods. I'm going to destroy that garrison for now. I want to at least upgrade my fields. I can't really upgrade too much over there, but I do want my Bretonnian fishing harbor. Whatever I can do to make a bit more coin. It's how I support my armies. We might even be able to get another army if I'm careful, if I really work at it. That'll be pretty darn cool. Okay, what was I going to build over here? A tap room. That was it. That was it. Because they're really unhappy. I might have to not tax them for a period of time. Okay, Iron Rock. I think I want to own you. Let's go talk to the dwarves. Only because I feel like I deserve it. There we go. 11,000. Now I own Iron Rock. Meaning that we can do a little bit more to get rid of corruption. Good. Let's also get an iron mining pit. Now I do like that grill chapel, but I don't need it there. The tailors are fine, but I don't need it there either. Not for now. I would rather really have fields, and on our following turn, we'll go by Karag Drawn as well. We might even need some new names for these locations. And Sartosa, you're fine. There's not too much more for me to do. We're still just trying to rally up and get to the front lines. So there might be a few turns where I just kind of pass over and I'll let you know what I did, which won't be too much. We'll see. But we're getting ready for a new war. I think it's now time to begin our wars.
Yes.
Most of my units are near where they need to be. El Calibad, it's time for you to go. I don't need any help at all. I'll fight you alone. It's my crusade, not theirs.
Call the lady.
Here we go. A fairly minor location to take. If they had more soldiers, I would fight it out on my own. Hi. We now own a new location. Bel Eliad, I might have to buy that from Lockwell later. We could use another gold mine. And while we're here, let's build a guardhouse and over here destroy that library. I don't need another library. Not there. No. There is some chaos corruption. That is unfortunate. But it does happen. And Lord Louis. It is time. Let's send you out as well. We'll put a point into Woundmaker for Darman the Pure.
Blessings of the lady be upon you.
They have no allies. Well, good. They should be united, but they're not. Now we can take Gorgazon, which wasn't too difficult. Here's a Sword of Anti-Heroes. I feel like I already have one. I'm getting a collection. at level 10, I'm not going to give you a flying mount, not yet. I would like to continue improving your militia. We have a lot of them here. They might as well be improved. And Lord Philippe, why don't you head down to Agro Migdal? I don't want you to march down. You're not Sir John.
Slay them.
You'll be there in one turn, okay? At level 25, our damsel can put a point over into Uranan's Thunderbolt. There we go. My income has really shot up. That's really good. Donadon Domingo is now at a higher level. We'll put a point over into full plate armor. Now he's at 120 for armor. And for the damsel at level 22, let's put a point over into flesh to stone. And done. Over here in Adeline, there's only so much that I want. I have my armory. I could use it for recruitment, I suppose, if I truly wanted to go down that route. I suppose I could, but I'm going to wait until I build other more important buildings like over here. I want to build my fields. I want to build... Well, I'll build my windmill later. We've got a timber mill. I've been waiting to get a timber mill for quite some time. There's my iron mining pit, and we can finally build my windmill here, and over here we can build a armory. I'm not trying to build my new location yet, my new army yet. That's what I meant to say. Not until I have a bit more buildings completed. Castle Drakenhof has been taken by the Empire. The vampire counts are not doing that well, are they? The Empire is quite strong, dear God. Bretonia is continuing to crusade up north. I don't know how effective it is, but they're still fighting up there. That's usually a back and forth. And I myself own a lot. Estonia is sitting out armies all over the world. It's actually really interesting to see what they're doing. Oh, they took Pox Marsh. Yeah, now that I saved them, they're actually being pretty good. They're helping out where they can. Sure, it's not a lot, but they now have little pockets of civilization all over the map. Zaraxil, Karakbuftad, you have all of that. Not bad. Not bad, kids. Okay, we're going to end our turn now. Pretty soon we're going to have a big battle. I don't know what the Tomb Kings have been doing, but evidently we're not close to them. Not yet. Later I'll buy Bel Eliad. Well, they popped out of the blue. That really caught me off guard. Let's see what we can do to win this battle. Or we could lose. We're going to find out. Here's a battle where Lord Philippe will be tested to his fullest. My units are currently arrayed over here, ready to defend another choke point. If we can do so, we'll have blunted the assault of two major undead armies. They're currently moving in. You can see that I have spearmen on my front lines, a Grel Relique right behind, and I have my archers right behind as well. A key portion of this battle will be implemented by Sir Caesar Maximilian and our damsel too. Each of them has a Helm of Discord. As for Lord Philippe, he will be busy fighting elsewhere, going after a very major target. Let's go back out here now. My trebuchet continues to assault them. The undead are trying to unite. Normally I would like to use my trebuchet to take on more numerous foes, but I know that I've got to strike down every large construct I can. They have so many. Ushabti, chariots, tomb scorpions, even a bone giant. It's a battle where I'm going to lose a lot. There's a screaming skull catapult right over here climbing forward. What a weird thing to even look at. And there we have found that bone giant in all of its horrid glory. What an intimidating creature. I don't like it. I'm going to get rid of it. As we look on, they're waiting for only a brief moment. Many of those stalkers are now gone. They're not a very deadly target on their own. But altogether, they can stay in a fight for a long period of time. That was my original goal. To destroy as many of their large creatures as I can. My archers will do quite a bit of work. They're so very good at it too. They know what they're doing. There. All three are now gone. The Ushabti are still moving in. Or they will be. They're still trying to summon up the full numbers of their army. That army is vast, and more are coming. We can hear them. Here they are. Horsemen are moving in. Now the main portion of the army is moving in. Acropolis Knights, Tomb Scorpion, more minions. They also have larger groups, as I do. As you know, I have my own horde units. They do too. Look at how large these units are. Let's go back now. So while we wait, the idea now is to take out very tactically influential units on this battlefield. All the while we wait, using our trebuchet to at least soften them up. I wish I had another or even more ammunition for my trebuchet, because once they're here, they're all going to move in. My poor units will need to hold the pass. I wanted to let them pass through. The idea is to let them all be condensed in one area. I've got other units on my flanks in case anyone squeezes by. We have plenty of soldiers. I actually much prefer the larger unit size, and I kind of wish that was the default if performance wouldn't be hindered that much. In playing Three Kingdoms, I've come to realize how important it is to have its higher unit sizes. It allows you to do so much more. Whenever they're too low, you can't really do too much, or you will lose too much, and then they're really not that effectual. Especially when there's monstrous units or artillery. That can be a huge pain. Let's say there's a large monster and they kill 20 people in one charge. Well, if you have only 160, that's a large portion. If you have 240, you're still at 220. Now my archers are destroying their own. It's a great way to ensure our own dominance. And what's happening over here? Lord Philippe is being daring, as he often is. He charges in, here to take on a skull catapult. We can't let them use artillery against us as well. That would be foolish. We would lose far too many. So the idea is to take out that catapult. We'll be without our leader. Our damsel and Sir Caesar, Maximilian will have to hold the line. They're still rallying right now. If we go to a more strategic view, we can see what the battle looks like right now. They're going to be moving forward. They'll be attacking, of course, my leader. This army's moving in. Once they're here, they will hit my line, defending this pass. We cannot fall today. I've got to win. It's really the only thing allowed. Now they're moving in. Now their minions are charging forward. Another dead Ushabti. Our archers continue to just completely penetrate through their lines. There's going to be more from my trebuchet. The goal is to wipe out any Ushabti that we can. They're going to be running through very, very soon. Fortunately, we have a very talented crew on that trebuchet, getting many, many kills. And you're about to see the first of many Helms of Discord and Curse of the Midnight Wind. She uses a curse right then and there to really blunt their charge. Now, they're not nearly as effectual. We still get to kill many more of them. Those volleys. Man, there's a lot coming out. Let's take out these Tomb Scorpions too. Those are a huge threat. And back here we can see that Lord Philippe was able to take on that Screaming Skull Catapult. Here comes the Bone Giant. That Bone Giant could rip right through my ranks. An absolutely terrifying creature. Thankfully, he has no eyes. Right now, my volleys are focused on that one Tomb Scorpion, but there's another to worry about. My concentrated attacks will make quick work of it. As you can see, they can easily rip through your ranks. You've got to kill these things quickly. There's going to be some friendly fire, but better to have that than to let everyone die from that Tomb Scorpion. It's still going. You can see more of their units moving in as it continues to just rampage through my units. And now it's gone. There's another one to focus on. More units are moving in. They have chariots. They have Acropolis Knights. That Tomb Scorpion is making quick work on my central line. My central line's having a very tough time. And let's go look at what's happening back over here. Lord Philippe heads after that Bone Giant. Bone Giant strikes back. Lord Philippe does not leave yet. It will take him some time, but he's going to break down this Bone Giant, or at least keep it busy. These chariots are keeping Lord Philippe quite busy as well. let's zoom out real quick and see what's happening. See, they still have plenty of full strength units. I'm not even through all of them, or half of them yet. They still have a lot left. Not to mention all the chariots. Not only do they have numbers, they have chariots too. Chariots can kill so many. These volleys continue to strike. My Grilled Relique has moved in. The Ushabti are falling. Sir Caesar fights in the middle, using again Helm of Discord over and over and over, using a Curse of the Midnight Wind over and over and over. The goal is to keep them weak as long as we can so that we may break their lines. It's a tough fight. And right now, Lord Philippe is taking, or has taken, extensive damage. He's still fighting that Bone Giant. The Bone Giant has got to go. As do all of these units as well. There are so many of them here hitting them. The Bone Giant is using another magical arrow, shooting out at my poor units, killing several. Lord Philippe is moving out. We get to come back over here and see that the middle of my line is beginning to buckle. The Grilled Relique is there, but there's still so many enemies to worry about. There's another Curse of the Midnight Wind, just to debuff them. There's one soldier who was pushed back somehow. I don't even know how he got back there. That poor guy. We're using our archers now to go after the Ushabti Greatbow, and now it's time to finish off that Bone Giant. His missile missed, that he was directly aiming for him. And now we can break down the Bone Giant. Did you see that? Lord Philippe stood on his mount and mocked him. The Bone Giant is gone. These Ushabti Greatbows continue to fall. There's a chariot moving in right now. Again, one of our greater battles, though we've had so many. It's been a cinematic experience of bravery and woe, bloodshed and brotherhood. I'm sure that one man who's back here is already dead. There's no way he's still alive. That should be him there, yeah. Or someone. Poor guy. He lived through that. Truly blessed by the lady. The Hekaran warriors are no joke. They can do a lot of damage. Lord Philippe has made it to the front lines now. We're still using whatever debuffs we can. We're taking down a lot of them. Here is Sir Caesar, currently fighting with his men. He's new to our forces, but with his magical blade, he's going to be able to deal a lot of damage. He continues to strive for victory. Let's have a look. There's a wind blast striking right through these weakened undead. It looks like soon they'll be gone. You can see how many ancient stone constructs have already been taken down. Whether it's knights, tomb scorpions, chariots, whatever you can really think of, we're breaking them now. Through adversity, we strive. It's what we really aim for. How can we have our faith tested properly if we do not have a proper challenge? And again, I would like to reiterate, these battles that I win, these heroic victories, they're hard fought. It's not like I'm just waltzing in and having the easiest time. They are challenging, and the battle is over. There's only a few undead who remain, but many are now falling apart. Goodbye, chariots. Lord Philippe did it. The madman was standing up when that thing took flight. I was wondering where he went to. He's chasing them off now. The damsel's going out. Okay. Now you're getting a little bit wild there. Getting a little bit crazy there, Lord Philippe. It's like, yeah, that's me. Well, he should be prideful, I suppose. He's quite talented at what he does. Now we're just waiting on these units to all fall apart. We're chasing them away. I love that we're having to chase chariots. Any type of reversal will be quite bloody for me. can see that we're losing a few soldiers now. Now he's traveling, following his men back into combat. He was overseeing them, but too many are dying. For a charge, we can see another chariot destroyed. Pretty soon they'll fall apart, but they're still lingering. There's that bone giant that Lord Philippe took care of. Now they're all popping. Is that another debuff? Oh, it is. How about that? Now the battle's over. We somehow won that battle. We weren't meant to win that battle. No, I know how we won that battle. We have 2 Helms of Discords, and we have that Curse of the Midnight Wind. I was using that non-stop. I was debuffing their armies non-stop. If that was a traditional field battle, it would have been over. How could you really defend against that many large creatures? Not only did they have numbers, they had large creatures too. My God. Military alliance? No. I don't want that. Well, we're gonna see, because we won a good fight. Ostermark. I don't know what you're gonna do.
Welcome to fair.
I don't want a defensive alliance. Oh, here's another large army. Yeah, we're back to the Tomb King Crusade. That's when you know things are very serious and things are going to be very brutal. But now it's back to my turn. You did it. You're a good defender, Lord Philippe. Trust me, I know. You've gained the blessing of the lady. Very nice. Lord Louis, we have Cetra. Oh, Cetra's coming to play. Oh, God. He's going after my least experienced member, too. Will I lose anyone? I did, unfortunately, lose one group. That's really bad. Well, not really. I've got plenty of units over here, I suppose. Let's take up these Beast Slayers of Baston. Or we could get the Companions of Genez. A band of heroes. That sounds really cool. 12 of them total. That's a big group. I'm actually curious to see what they're going to perform like. I have no idea, but the concept alone is really intriguing. Alright, he's level 18. What am I going to give to you at level 18? Let's see here. I've made you a very good fighter. We've got a lot of very high-ranking units. Let's see here. Protectors of the Realm and Chivalric Code. We'll take these two. Now he's a Grand Commander. And Sir Caesar, we shall put a point over into hard to hit. You did a good job in that fight. I'm very glad you were there. Let's keep on looking. Call of the Lady. We'll take that. The Lady's Mantle. A unique ability to use. Nice. Time to venerate the Lady up here. And I would like to really just kind of rebuild or build up a few things. So I think today we are going to call it here because we've got so many large battles to fight. It's going to take quite some time to get through all of them. I don't think I can top that battle that we just had. So we're going to wait a bit. Yeah, tomorrow we're going to have another part out with many more battles. Look forward to our 3rd Crusade.